Great North Trail, Part 21, Corrour to Fort Augustus, via the Corrierac Pass. We came up on the West Highland Line to Corrour and arrived late at night. We stayed over in the beautifully located Loch Ossian Youth Hostel.
Tend to have a lot of the backs of people's heads in these videos.
We pedalled down the north side of Loch Ossian, through the woods, and then up along the valley of the River Ossian. Mike was rather hoping that if he stayed incognito, then the midges wouldn't recognise him. It was a grey old morning with a cloud hanging low over the hilltops, but the going was really good and it was a very enjoyable ride. Past Loch Gilbin. Then we went northwards up Glen Ossian, through the deer fence and into the vast woods. The tracks had been beautifully built for us by obviously the Hydro Board or the Forestry Commission, not too sure which. Out from the woods and across the Amhain Gulbin. On our way we saw incredibly few people, no deer and disappointingly no red squirrels either. Past the morning rush hour traffic on its way to work. Next we pedalled down the full length of Loch Lagan, which looked like it had seen better days. Obviously it had had a very dry summer. Loch Lagan is a storage reservoir for the Loch Arbour hydroelectric scheme, and that particular scheme was organised in the 1930s to provide power to an aluminium smelters in Fort William, over the River Alt Lebrach. Then we went past Ardverky Castle, but they never invited us in.
Hello gentlemen, how are you today?
We couldn't help noticing that the road from civilization up to the posh new castle was very smooth and in jolly good repair. We turned off the road and went up another track. This was the track of the Glen of the River Patak. We arrived at our accommodation too early, so we carried on a little bit and went to a cafe.
Oh, I say. Ha!
We didn't really know what to expect from the simple description, the butler's flat, but it never occurred to us that we'd be staying in part of this huge estate house. The next day was going to be the biggie, over the Corrierac Pass, and it started quite grey. We were going to be following one of General Wade's famous military roads, which he personally built, well, with a few of his mates, in the 1730s. This road begins quite well along the Spey Valley, and for most cyclists it starts here at the road closed sign. Dotted along the way were the old original bridges. This bridge did have an original Gaelic name, but I found it just too unpronounceable for you, sorry. And this is the famous Garva Bridge over the embryonic River Spey.
Good man, hero.
General Wedge chaps obviously knew what they were doing because these bridges have lasted really well. A As the land levelled out in sections, stream crossings became more numerous. Sometimes it's just safer to walk the bike across. Other obstacles you can just simply ride over. Watch and learn, Mike. Watch and learn. Ride over, not ride over. Ride through, not ride through.
Whoa.
And you only learn by doing.
Oh dear.
Right.
We pedalled up towards the rocky bowl, which was actually the corrie of the River Yarak. This was the bit that we'd all come here to conquer.
So far it's only been tough. Yes.
But out of the corrie it got somewhat steeper. Richard was on an unpowered bike, but luckily he was Superman. Mike wasn't struggling for power, but he was struggling for traction.
Good.
But eventually, the signalling station at the top of the pass came into sight.
Well done, everybody. Hey. First one to the top buys a beer.
Well done, Richard. You deserve a medal. All line up for the self-timer shot of victory. And then down again. Oh look, another one of General Wade's bridges. To our right was a stream flowing into the River Taff. Unbeknown to us, we'd chosen the right way to go over the Corrie Yarak Pass, i.e. from south to north, because coming down, going north towards Fort Augustus, was an absolute joy, whereas trying to go down at speed, going south, the way we'd come up, it would just have been impossible. I would have ended up in a heap. Lower down the valley, the clouds even blew away, and we were left with a bit of blue sky.
Interesting, isn't it?
Different.
Out onto the road and into Fort Augustus. Check in, shower, beer, meal, bed. Please give us a thumbs up, and once again, thanks for watching.